in the bathtub. Get some house shoes. I got money.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens hope by the end of today's game they'll have secured win number 1 on the season. It's the Colts going up against the Ravens.
Larry, we are coming to you from the heart of Baltimore, nestled between Russell Street and I-395. We're at M&T Bank Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Between the Indianapolis Colts and the Baltimore Ravens. First carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Throwing now is Bortles. Airing one out from Matt. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Jeremy Maclin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Locke. And he's got the veteran here. It's Mike Wallace. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Second down following the run. Staying on the ground with Mack. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. To throw is Locke. He's got the hook up to Lee. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
He's got it to Hilton. A gain of 32 that time.
And let's face it, what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. I'm only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Offense working with a 2nd and goal now from the 3. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Luck now to throw. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. To throw is Bortles. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage and make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Throwing is Bortles on 3rd down. That is caught. It's Perriman. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now.
Here we go. Blue 45. Here we go now.
They go again with Muhammad. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington, and the Bucs are out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Starting the drive with a give to Mack. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
To throw on 2nd down is Locke. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Locke. Caught left side by Hilton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They'll run with Mack. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Back to throw, Love. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
3rd and 2, Locke. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Mack, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, We have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Here's Luck now on second down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and goal. A shotgun snap for Luck. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50. 30. 20. 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is third and long. From the gun, here's Luck. And the pressure gets to him again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 23. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
That's right. Ready. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Bortles to throw on second down. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Slow. Ready. Blue 45. Blue 45. Slam. Ace. Check 44. Ace. Check. Ready.
Shotgun now for Bortles. He's got his man. It's Williams. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Got his man, it's Williams. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And into the red zone now, and Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes, make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Ravens on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Bortles. They'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And another timeout taken by the Colts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. The Jets out to the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs went to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. managing risk. This is a big decision here.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a second down. Now Love. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Bortles will try again on second down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Throwing is Bortles. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Elsewhere, second quarter in D.C. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
Oh, this is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. Then they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. The football, it's loose, and the Colts pick it up, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On second down, here's Locke. Lee's got it over the middle, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mike Wallace, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. Out of the gun, Luck. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
That's the 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Now Luck. Hard throw, incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Oh, that one got away from him. Short distance kick missed, no good, way wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
On the carry, it's Muhammad. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go. Left. Slow. Here we go now. Green, 90.
They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Shift together here from the D-line. Here's Muhammad, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. Now they'll throw it. Bortles. His throw incomplete. Trent Taylor, the one he was looking for. 3rd down here.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 14. Bortles going to throw. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth. Here's Sam Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Checking the NFL scoreboard, they're in the third at MetLife Stadium. And the Jets have just scored to stretch their lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. Oh, eluding the tackle. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Third down and 3. Now it's Luck. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Final minute now of the third quarter. Now a carry from Mack. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here's Luck. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Colts on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12. Luck now to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Doyle. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. They get 25 yards out of that one. And the Colts are going to have a first. Again, Luck. Wide open receiver complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Luck on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Willie Henry. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. To throw on second down is Luck. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better. And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better. 3rd and long. It's Luck. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Back to throw. Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way. And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Luck. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Here's Luck. Room to run past midfield. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the 50, it's Luck. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done. Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 2nd and 10, Luck. And he rifles one incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down. Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete. Now a play fake, and it's Luck. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the 1st down. How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and, yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840. And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet. That he does, and I think it has helped his legs along the way as well. Now a hit, and Luck lost the football. It's out. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. So the offense avoids disaster, keeps possession. Now it's second down. From the gun, here's Love. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. On first down, Love. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off inside the 10. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. The Ravens on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is third down and 12. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone.
And now here is another interception. He's picked off at his own 47. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And they give this time to the tailback. And he loses the football a second time. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.